Esteemed Ongoza staff and Ongoza community, on 1st July this year, I tendered a letter to our executive boards requesting an indefinite leave of absence as president of Ongoza. I shared that humble request with most Ongoza stakeholders, including the devoted Ongoza staff. In the month since, I embarked on a journey of meticulous deliberation and soul searching with the aim of determining how I can continue to re-image and scale my personal impact in our country. This period of self-reflection has impressed upon me that I must pursue political leadership in order to offer a facelift to youth leadership in Kenya. As founder and president, I have strived to offer selfless and passionate leadership to our organization. However, lately, I have struggled with the pressing concern of how I can continue to best tangibly and directly contribute to the larger challenge of holistic youth leadership in our country. Presently, there are gaps in youth political leadership where a majority of gifted youth leaders play only peripheral roles in politics. Hence, with the belief that a transformational thought is a difficult battle first fought and won within yourself, I wish to encourage you to receive my message as a transformational rather than a transitional one. Before I dive into the specifics of the new journey that I now find myself drawn into, allow me to appreciate and celebrate you for what we have achieved together. Over the years, our organization has transformed and still continues to transform the lives of young men and women of this country in our key programmatic areas. While we do have limited capacity, we can celebrate 8 years of continuous modeling, learning, and growth in youth entrepreneurship and peace building. The core of our mission has been to ensure Kenya's youth economic empowerment as a gateway to national cohesion and integration. We are bound together by the fundamental belief that there can never be lasting peace, genuine coexistence, sustainable development, and the desired unity in Africa when majority of our youth population continue to wallow in the trap of economic emptiness. We therefore ventured to offer high-touch, on-site business coaching to grassroots youth groups while connecting them to capital resources to help them grow their businesses. To that end, we can take pride in our full-time presence in 4 counties now and ongoing transformative impact on over 35 businesses, their owners, their families, and the communities that they support. Additionally, through our annual National Youth Peace Conferences, including in May this year, we celebrate the creation and commissioning of thousands of committed youth peace ambassadors across the country. Our potential for expansion notwithstanding, we are always aware that it all started with incremental gains. Going forward, we continue to look towards a future of steady growth. This has only been possible courtesy of all our selfless staff, the industry of our youth groups, devoted board members, and the generosity of spirit of our donors. From where I've sat as founder and president of Ongoza, I have had the privilege of observing the contribution of all these stakeholders in a special way. This bird's eye view position leaves no doubt in my mind that the decision I share with you today is a tough one. With due humility, I am resigning as president of Ongoza and consequently relinquishing my position and roles in the executive boards of Ongoza. I make this decision knowing that we as an organization are committed to the principles that we set forth of impartiality, transparency, and accountability. I wish to inform you that I intend to contest the Migori County senatorial seat in the 2017 general election. While the law of Kenya under the Political Parties Act of 2011 requires that such decisions as resigning before vying for public office are to be made 6 months before general elections, which in this case would mean February 2017, I have chosen to share my decision as early as possible to enable a seamless transition, ensure continued non-partisan engagement, and avoid any possible conflict of interest in Ongoza. Now, I do profoundly recognize that given our current stage of organizational development, considering the exit of a founder could potentially occasion far-reaching effects. However, more than ever before, I have unwavering faith and trust in the capacity of Ongoza staff, dedication of our boards, resilience of our youth groups, and the commitment of our donors to move this organization forward. With that continued partnership and commitment, Ongoza is presently on solid footing to survive and even thrive without my day-to-day involvement as founder. It has always been my founding vision and desire that we as an organization can build an institution that will always outlive its founders. I express my unmatched gratitude to all past and present stakeholders who have participated in building and institutionalizing Ongoza to what it is today. Your contributions to what Ongoza is today have been and truly remain invaluable. My role, perhaps, in the words of Abraham Lincoln, was to raise the flag. It is now upon you to keep that flag up. I appreciate that the political leadership path that I have taken is a lonely one for a young man of my stature and background. Nevertheless, it is a decision I must live by as a commitment and challenge of reforming our politics. I have not only served as Ongoza founder, but also learned a lot from you as a family. You have mentored me significantly. You have shaped my thinking immensely. You have taught me values and principles that anchor my character immeasurably. You have shaped and sharpened me as a leader in a priceless way. I owe the person I have become in no small part to all of you. I have therefore made this decision for the right reason. In life, I will thrive and strive to live the virtues you have instilled in me. And when I make mistakes, I will acknowledge them. Therefore, as a community, I appeal to you to set me free, to dedicate my life to public service. As for you, I want to remind you that our work at Ongoza equally remains a serious responsibility of nationhood. Jomo Kenyatta once educated us that the responsibility of nationhood will only be passed on to reliable custodians. And I believe that all of you are those reliable custodians. Our Kenyan Executive Board, our United States Executive Board, our Advisory Board, our donors, our investors, our senior management, our junior staff, our youth beneficiaries, please remain true to the mission of Ongoza. which is to build a resilient community of locally engaged youth business leaders in order to establish peace in Africa through prosperity. Thank you. God bless us all.